Hello everybody and welcome to our Anaheim 2 race review and our Glendale 2022 Triple Crown race preview. We're back here. Usually how I do this is I usually try to ride as the points leader, but I rode as Eli Tomac last week, so I don't want to do that. I'm going to ride as Jason Anderson here because you'll see why. I have quite a bit to talk about him today. Obviously not on a Cali, this is 2020. He's a Husqvarna. So anyway, that's not the point here. My point is I wanted to come in here like every week, preview Glendale, and then I'm gonna talk about Anaheim 2, which happened over the weekend, January 29th, 2021, 2022, sorry about that. Anyway, let's do this. This is not my custom track. This is by... Sorry, I forget the guy's name. But anyway, it's a pretty good track. This is the Glendale track this weekend. Anyway, let's start talking about it. I want to start off here with 250s. Because not a lot happened there. Vince Friese. Let me talk about him. I talked about him a little bit in a video I did, just updating everyone on Vince Friese and the crash he had, because boy, that was a big crash and the whoops. But I wanted to talk about that first heat race for the 250s. My goodness, I understand that's how Vince Friese rides, but someone said it best on Twitter this week. I recently got Twitter. Don't kill the children, and that person is right, because he is probably gonna kill one of these children if he keeps racing here, especially this weekend in the Triple Crown. My goodness, he cross jumped Mosman multiple times. That heat race pissed me off. He went down before the, I'm gonna call it the 3-3, after the finish line, just clipped the top block, but my goodness, I don't know why he rides like that. Like, I can understand that maybe a little bit more because it is his first ever heat race when he's going for there, but still, I don't know if I agree with it that much. Kind of stupid and pointless to be doing that. My goodness, my controller is broken. Kind of stupid and pointless to be doing that. But yeah, Christian Craig comes out with the win. Nice battle there with Michael Mosman for a few laps. That would have been huge if Michael Mosman could have won that, but unfortunately he did not. But yeah, Michael Mosman rode good. Joe Shimoda has no luck. Looked like he was gonna maybe at least pull a 4th or a 5th there in the main, and then obviously Friese goes down. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm sure it's out there about Shimoda, or people hating on Shimoda about that. Anyone who hates on Shimoda about running over Friese, okay, try this, okay? Try getting a 250 and riding through whoops, and you have a ton of momentum. And yeah, he just had a ton of momentum there and couldn't stop, and it's unfortunate. He went on social media this after, I believe it was on Sunday when I saw this. He went on social media and apologized for all of it, saying that's not what I wanted to happen and stuff. So good on him for apologizing. But yeah, anyone who says, oh, he should get DQ'd because that was malicious and stuff, clearly doesn't know anything about our sport, and I will stick to that, and I will have that opinion on a certain pass in the 450 class too. Yeah, kind of Craig, I still don't think he wins this. I don't think Hunter Lawrence wins this anymore. I think it's either going to be Craig or Mosman who wins this title. Hoping for Mosman, but Craig's riding good right now. So yeah, that's all I kind of have on the 250 class, which is good because there is a lot to talk about here for these big boys, these 450s, the Supercross class. Yeah, Ken Roczen is, I believe, out of the championship now. The points are starting to look a lot more normal than they did a round ago. I would like to think that Tomac is gonna run away with this, but I don't think so. Cooper Webb, I talked about him a little bit yesterday. If you're watching this on Monday, when I release it, I talked about this Sunday after the race, that he is struggling. Cooper Webb is struggling hardcore. It's no secret. Cooper Webb is struggling big time because he went down. San Diego wasn't that great either. Anaheim 1 is probably the only race he's done good at. And anyone believing that he was sick in Oakland, I don't know if I believe that all. But anyway, Cooper Webb, believe he got 8th. There were some stuff coming out about him probably losing a spot, but that's hard to judge. He wasn't clicking gears. He wasn't clicking gears. He wasn't like, he looked back. He knew what he was doing there, and I mean, maybe the Dean Wilson thing is an argument, but yeah. So I really don't know what to think of that. I personally think the bike's the problem. Because, hey, if this was a new team, or okay, let me put it this way, because we have some time. We can talk about Coop. Last thing on Coop though, anyone saying, oh well, Tomac's on a new bike, why isn't he struggling? Anderson's on a new bike and he's clearly better. This is a new KTM model, okay? It's not like, it's the same as car models, okay? Anyone who wants further explanation on this, I recommend you go watch episode 42 of Science of Supercross. They explain what exactly do they mean by new bike. I know it's Kawasaki, but still, I believe it applies to everyone, every single one of the teams. So yeah, I think it's a new bike struggle, and I'm almost done with Cooper Webb for title, but it wouldn't shock me to be at round 11 and he's got this massive points lead. It wouldn't shock me at all. But I will say, if he doesn't have 2 or 3 wins by Daytona, I don't think he wins the title. You know what? The way it's going right now, I don't even think you get to win on the West Coast. Like the points may be like a little bit more normal, but hey, he's still where the past seasons, maybe Tomac and Roczen were faster than him, and that's 2 guys. Now you got like 7 or 8 guys that are faster than him, and he's not gonna win the championship getting 7s and 8s. That's what I'll say about Webb. And I guess we can touch on Tomac, because most of this, if you saw the thumbnail of the video, I'm not gonna clickbait you or anything, but I do want to talk about Tomac a little bit. Gets his first win of the year. I saw that coming, but I personally did not think he was gonna win that. When Anderson did what Anderson did to Roczen, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But I personally thought Anderson was just gonna roll away, but Jason, anyway, Eli, yeah, that was a very, like, that wasn't a very Tomac win right there. Like, usually when you see Tomac win, you usually see beast mode Tomac. 5 seconds a lap faster. That was not that. And if, you know what, if he can win races like he did on Saturday at Anaheim, I think the field's in trouble, because that was I'm not gonna say Houston too. Houston too. He was clearly like he wasn't clearly the not fastest guy here. He was good, but I think Jason Anderson was the fastest guy at Anaheim too. But unfortunately for Jason, struggled hard in the heat. Jason Anderson. I play RM Fantasy. Someone literally tweeted at me and said, "Who plays RM Fantasy anymore?" A lot of people, because I think there's over 10 million people who play that. Anyway, oh boy, I lost. Anderson, I was stressing my RM Fantasy after the heat race because Jason Anderson looked horrible in the heat race. He didn't look like he was comfortable anywhere. I don't know if it was a bike issue and they fixed it for the main. I don't know what was going on in the heat race. Maybe I personally think it was the track that he was not gelling with. And yeah, but Tomac takes a win, extends the lead to 6 over Chase Sexton, I believe. Yeah, Chase Sexton. And Anderson's down 8 points now. I don't think it's over by any means. Like, I think the Triple Crown will really... I wouldn't be surprised to see a new points leader after the Triple Crown. Let's just say that. Anyway, let's talk about it. Because I want to talk about it. And I'm sure you want to hear me talk about it. Because it was the big point in the thumbnail. The Jason Anderson on Ken Roczen move in the sand. First of all, I saw some things. Oh, no, I'll talk about that at the end, because I want to talk about this too. I saw some things on Instagram, some comments, and Jason Anderson was smart to stay away from Instagram this week, or this weekend after the race or whatever. A lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna go on a rant here. Anyone who says Anderson should be disqualified from that race for that move, yeah, you need some common sense, because I watched that pass many times. Whatever your opinion on the pass from 2020 for Anderson Craig, that should be your same opinion here, because it was about the same time, 6 minutes in. It was identical, like literally identical. Like, I haven't done it yet, but I just replay that Craig Ferrandis moment in my mind and watch this, and it's identical. Anderson comes down the inside. Roczen's probably not. He didn't expect it for sure, and gets the bike out from under him and almost goes down. Like, Anderson almost went down. Like, even I believe the broadcasters, Blair and Daniel Blair, even thought he went down. Yeah, that was. I don't know what to think of it. I think, and this is a problem I'll talk about in a video this week. I think the only reason people have a problem with it is because it's Ken Roczen. If that was anyone else, like, let me know down in the comment section. If that was Brandon Hartranft, he made that move on for some reason, I don't think anyone would be as mad at it as people are if it's Kenny or Tomac. I personally don't understand that. That is so, like, there are, if anyone out here, I see, I'm at a loss for words right now, because anyone else, and it had to be Ken Roczen had to be the guy to get taken down right there. Great start for Ken Roczen. Honestly, they said in the Ricky Carmichael said at the broadcast, he's lethal when he gets out front, and honestly, I thought Ken Roczen was gonna take off and probably keep the sweep of Anaheim still alive. Like, I thought Kenny was gonna win this race after the start, Maybe Tomac would have challenged him. Uh, but yeah, unfortunately that had to happen, and I'm not an Anderson fanboy, okay? Like, if you know me, if you ask me who my favorite rider is, I'll give you the same answer every single time. I don't have a favorite out there. I respect everyone because this is gnarly what these guys do. This is gnarly. Gnarly. Like, absolutely gnarly what these guys do. And they do it to entertain us. So, like, anyone saying, oh, Anderson should have been DQ'd, you don't have common sense. You really don't. Because in no point did I ever think, oh, well, there's going to be a penalty there. Barsha and Bogle, this is not me hating on Bogle at all. You cannot be a lapper and taking out the lead lap guy. You can't do that. That's why I was okay with Bogle and Barsha at San Diego. But like this, it ruined a good race. It really did. Even me and my dad were watching it, and when Roczen was out front, we saw, I think everyone knew that Shane McElrath was going to get past. No offense to Shane, but I don't think his back's 100%. But when we saw who is the lead pack, we actually got excited because this race had so much potential. And you know what? I feel like Anderson kind of ruined a good race there because can you imagine Roczen, Anderson, Tomac, and Sexton battling for the win? I mean, that would be insane. And if Chase Sexton, oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. This happens sometimes. I'm sorry. But yeah. Oh my God, what's going on here? There we go. Okay. And I still didn't lose the lead. Well, almost. But yeah, if Anderson never did that, I think we would have had a great race. And like I said, I feel like I just feel like it was, as for the pass, I feel like it was too early in the race to be doing that. Kind of like Glendale 2019. I've mentioned this many times. I mentioned it in my Anaheim 2 race preview, my San Diego review. That pass was identical to Anderson and taking out Roczen there was identical to Glendale 2019. This one isn't identical to A2 2020 with Craig and Ferrandis. The only problem I feel like AMA might have with it, and why they probably pulled him into the truck, I think they were, or Kellen Brower on his little race review here, I just watched it, said that Anderson was in the truck for a while, and I believe Anderson was in the truck for a while because he took out Ken Roczen 2 weeks in a row. I mean, 2 weeks in a row. I don't... That I feel like is, like, I feel like they gave him a slap on the wrist, like, hey, don't mess with that guy again, like, you can't be doing this. He can't, I mean, he can't make friends while winning a championship, but to do it to the same guy, like, I feel like if he did that to Tomac, I feel like they would have gave him a slap on the wrist, like, hey, don't be riding like that earlier in the race, but he wouldn't be in the AMA at the truck that long. So it is a little suspicious that he did it to Ken 2 weeks in a row. Who knows, maybe they have beef. I don't think they will. That's not saying anything right there. Don't start anything in the comments. But yeah, 2 weeks in a row to Kenny, like, he did that, like. And San Diego wasn't bad. Ricky Carmichael had it absolutely right in the broadcast. Kenny overshot the quarter at San Diego, and Anderson was there, and he took him out. This, though, I mean, I'm sure Ken Roczen knew who was behind him. Like, I'm sure Ken Roczen knew who was behind him. He just has to know. Like, if you leave that, you can't. There's two guys maybe 3 with Cooper Webb that you just cannot leave the inside open. That's Jason Anderson, Justin Barcia, and Cooper Webb. Those guys, if you leave the inside open, good luck. Good luck. Like, good luck, because you better stay on the bike, because they are not making friends out there. Yeah, that's all about I have on the Roczen Pass and Anderson Pass. That's about all I have there. So I want to talk about Eli Tomac a little bit more, and I will bring this up in another video. I'm actually going to have a whole video dedicated to it. I will leave it in the description when I'm done with it. I want to talk about Tomac fans, because they are so annoying. It happens every single year. Every year. Tomac gets a win, or Tomac leads a lap, or Tomac gets the points lead. I didn't see it as much when Tomac got the points lead, but I saw it a lot this week, and it needs to. It's like an epidemic here. It's like a pandemic. Like, we have the virus pandemic that's going around. Condolences to all the families who have lost someone because of the virus, and then we have another. I feel like it's an epidemic until Eli retires here. Eli wins one race win for Eli, and all of a sudden everyone go, oh well, he's gonna win the championship. You could just call it right now. No, stop doing that. That is so annoying. That is so annoying. So annoying. Like, annoying. Like, I can't stand those people. It's one race win. Hey, God forbid, but he can come out in Glendale and just crash and have a Ken Roczen injury, and he's out for the entire year. Like, come on, guys. I saw it happen last year at High Point too for motocross. He put down one fast lap, and everyone went, "Oh well, call the championship." Like, he's gonna win. It's annoying. Super hella annoying. Like, stop it. Just stop. Eli Tomac fanboys are unbelievable. I just had a big argument in the comments with them before I started this. Anyway, Glendale wise, I just spent 20 minutes talking about the race. That was not good. Glendale wise, I'm gonna just call it 3. I'm gonna call 3 main event winners. Let me load in here. Let me finish a little bit. Let me just finish here a little bit talking about Anaheim 2. Great race, but Eli Tomac fanboys, as I said, they are super annoying. Super annoying. Let me know what you think about this, honestly, because it's a goddamn epidemic right now. Like, it is so annoying. Like, really, it was one race. Eli Tomac wins one race. One race. Like, it was one race. Come on. One race. And everyone thinks now he's gonna build up this huge points lead, and Cooper Webb's not gonna catch him. Like, I don't think Cooper Webb's gonna have something to say about the championship at the end. Ken Roczen, I feel, is done after 2/13 and 4 rounds. Yeah. But Glendale wise, let me get into my prediction here. Into my predictions. I'm gonna do the 3 main winners, not in any order, just who's gonna get main wins, and then who will win the overall. You know what? RM Fantasy. Anyone who plays RM Fantasy, first of all, get me hooked up to a league, please. And second of all, it's gonna be tough this year. Like, I feel like Cooper Webb's gonna get a win. Kenny's gonna. Oh wait, Kenny already won. Justin Barcia. My belief in him getting a win is almost over. And yeah, I feel like I'm gonna go 250s first. I feel like Craig's gonna get one. Mosman's gonna get one, and I think Hunter Lawrence gets a main win. But I think Shimoda is gonna do better, but I believe Craig will get the overall just because of his consistency. I mean, we even saw it in San Diego. That race, San Diego could have been horrible for Mr. Christian Craig, and he let it not be horrible. So yeah, I think Craig, Mosman, and Lawrence will get main wins, but I think Craig gets the overall on consistency. 450Y, I think Eli gets one, I think Anderson gets one, and Roczen gets one, and I think Anderson wins the overall. I think Anderson will be the first two-time winner. Actually no, scratch Roczen. I think Chase gets one, and I think it's gonna be Chase or Anderson this weekend. Chase Sexton or Jason Anderson this weekend. Yeah, that's who I think. I'm gonna lean more towards Chase Sexton for the overall. I think Tomac will be good. I think Sexton, Anderson, and Tomac will be the podium here once again. And hey, I believe they will be the three guys at the end battling for the championship. Other than Webb. I think if Webb wins one, everyone better watch out, because you know how dangerous he is when he gets a win. Anyway, that'll do it here for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on the bell for notifications if you want to. I'm not going to force you to. Go follow the Twitter. The handle is in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. If I upload that video about Supercross fans, I'll leave that down below too. Thank you all so much for watching. Leave me your picks for Glendale down below, and what you think about Anderson and Roczen in the comments. I will probably reply to all of them if I get the chance to. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.